What's going on, y'all? So we are back. Oh, I feel a little hot, y'all. I finally got my bed. I keep on talking about this. You wanna know why? Because it's been a while since I had a new bed, and let me tell you why I did not have it when I supposed to have gotten it. Because of the simple fact. Oh my God. Let me tell you something. My boss just sent me a text message talking about something her husband got Hannah Montana by the Migos on repeat. Is it Hannah Montana? Hannah Montana. Yeah, on repeat or whatever. That's their song. That is their song. Mind you, they white is all hell. Okay? White is all hell. But anyway, hey, it is what it is. Girl, I just feel like an adult, you know what I'm saying? Because now I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing, taking responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? One of my goals for this year was to get a new bed, and I finally went on ahead and got that new bed. And one of the reasons why I put it off so long because shit was expensive. All right, mattresses be like damn near $1,000 for the ones that I want or whatever, and I just be wanting the basic one. I ain't no basic bitch. I don't want no full size mattress, bitch. Give me a queen, okay? I need some space to roll around up in this bitch. Bring some people over, whatever. We gotta roll around up in the motherfucker too. You know what I'm saying? We need some space, But I went on ahead and did that. And then got it for cheap as shit. And it's quality. Girl, Amazon is that girl. Amazon is that girl. But yeah, I feel accomplished. That was one of my goals checked off my list for this year. So I did that. Next on the list, I have to go get my ID and get it renewed. So, I'm gonna be downtown next week on my day off. So hey, it is what it is. But I hope everything has been going well for you guys so far in this new year. You're only 4 days in, and hopefully you haven't had any obstacles getting your way, any messed up things. Girl, if y'all see my Uber story, y'all love that. Y'all love that video, okay? I'm gonna have to start doing more little shit like that, because y'all seem to like that a little bit more. I have to go on a little adventure and give y'all some stuff, okay? But that was that. Let's get into this video, okay? So, what's been going on in the entertainment news? Not necessarily much, all right? Gabrielle Union, speaking of the new year, she put out there talking about how she took an Uber home or whatever, and the Uber driver had to use the bathroom. Baby, he was a guy. He was a guy, and I would just suspect that dudes would just go ahead and piss out on the street, just whip it out and just go ahead. If he really had to clinch, truth be told, Gabrielle Union is better than me, because there is no way that I will let somebody else in my house that I don't know. All right. I understand you're letting a stranger in your car. They don't know you as it is. That's a personal thing. But see, you're getting paid to do this. But you letting somebody inside your house to use your toilet. You don't know where their ass been. Okay. You don't know if their ass is clean. All right. And they're going to sit down on your toilet. I hope they put some tissue on the toilet first, then sit down, because I wouldn't trust you. I don't care if you a celebrity or not. Some of y'all ain't clean either. And so, he went up in her bathroom, and I'm hoping that it was the guest bathroom, went up in the bathroom and dropped a fucking deuce, bitch. He dropped the kids off at the pool and left them bitches there stinking. She was like, bitch, he was there for a good 15, 20 minutes. I realized that he wasn't just going to piss. He was taking a shit, okay? Uber, want to be all up in the business and stuff and talk about some, that's not supposed to happen and all that stuff. Contact us and give us some more information. I don't think she put that out there trying to get the man fired or whatever. So, I'm pretty sure she didn't follow up. Sometimes you gotta go, okay? Listen, I try not to do that at work or whatever, but sometimes when I drink coffee and I have some dairy when I'm not supposed to that morning, girl, or for that lunch, bitch, you gotta go. You gotta go. But anyway, shit happens. But let me just tell you something. It just wouldn't have been me. I would have been like, it is a McDonald's right up the road, okay? Just go up a little bit, turn left, make a right, and it's right there. You can go in there and use that bathroom, okay? Or you can just, I can give you a plastic bag so you can just, do what you gotta do behind somebody's bush. It's not mine, okay? But, no, it wouldn't be me. But y'all let somebody up in y'all house to take a shit like that? Girl, put it down in the comments. Also, over the weekend, their, well, not necessarily the weekend, but the New Year's celebrations that have been happening. A lot of celebrities having parties or whatever. One of those parties, Beyonce, the Carters threw a pajama party or whatever, and Megan Thee Stallion put up a video, not a video, but a couple of pictures of her, Beyonce, and Blue Ivy. Blue Ivy had her hair flat iron, straightened out, wrap, blowout, all that shit. Mama was Hawaiian Silky of her own, out her own roots. You know what I'm saying? Showing the girls what they have to do and what you got to look up for too, okay? This is what happens when you don't put all those chemicals into your goddamn kids' hair. And it ain't about being a celebrity or whatever and can afford this and can afford that. You can go to the local beauty supply store and get you some organic shit and put you the essential oils up in your hair and go to fucking Walmart and get you some shit, okay? And let that shit just get you some tea tree oil, okay? Get you some peppermint oil, get you some oils, okay? And put that shit up in there and let it just rock, alright? You gotta moisturize it and all that stuff. You don't need all that perm or whatever. Not when they young like that. Not when they young, okay? I ain't gonna say, there's a certain age, because when I was younger, my hair was unmanageable too, and my mama had to put a perm in mine to straighten it out so that she can just do it. But when I got older, I grew that shit out. But she never put it in so young when the whole controversy about Blue Ivy's hair came up when she was a baby and all that stuff in the toddler. She never put it in that young. And I'm so glad Beyonce didn't succumb to that. But, these two journalists, it wasn't about her hair this time. She was getting praises for her hair. These two journalists, one journalist was a black guy who is a journalist for Vanity Fair. Mind you, Beyonce has done articles and stuff with Vanity Fair magazine, okay? And I don't know if she done it with Harper's Bazaar, but she's probably done some shit with Harper's too. And you got these two journalists. The black guy was from Vanity Fair, and he said something about how, basically Blue Ivy, he might be about to get Jay-Z jeans or look like Jay-Z in the face and all this stuff. Basically talking about the little girl's look in a negative way. And then the white bitch from Harper's, she's come through talking about some maybe she'll probably get plastic surgery by she's 16 and all this stuff and woo woo woo. And it was just totally unnecessary. I don't give a fuck if it's a celebrity kid or a regular person's kid. You do not talk shit about a child, okay? As a child that is innocent and ain't done shit but live her life. That's all that she's out here doing, okay? And then for you, a black man, talking about this black child, okay, kikiing it up with this white woman who don't know shit about our fucking culture and what we gotta go through as it is. And you up here going back and forth like that, like you think that was good. That Beehive, and not just the Beehive, but everybody else, they got on their asses, okay, to the point that they had to issue a fake ass apology. And I don't even like the white girl's apology. And I'm saying it like that because that's what she is at this point. The Caucasian lady, if you want to be technically correct, okay, or politically correct. Putting all that, basically, she gave a half-ass, it is what it is type of apology. And I'm like, I don't accept that. That should never come out of anybody's mouth. Children should always be off limits, all right? Always, no matter where they're from. To me, that's my code. I don't care if you're rich and famous. I don't care if you're poor and whatever. Always, children off limits. Hold on a minute, y'all. He went looking. Oh, and they got Tidal. Okay, see, that's why I like my boss. All right, Tidal. I don't even get on Apple Music no more. But anyway, hold on. Let me respond. Too funny. That's all I'm gonna say. Just to make sure I did something. But anyway, moving on from that. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. And also on New Year's we had some bad news. Nick Gordon. I don't know how y'all feel about this. I'm trying to give y'all this because we might be going to war, okay? We might be going to war. Your president out here fucking shit up, he killing folks. And granted, the person that he did the airstrike against in Iran, he was a bad dude. But Nancy Pelosi came out and said you ain't have permission to you ain't get Congress permission to do that shit. What is going on? Like, girl, we are about to go to war, okay? And let me just put this out here right quick before I get back to the other stuff. We can't just be down about all this shit, okay? people getting in their feelings because at one point yesterday, Black Twitter, literally, it was a trending topic on Twitter, and it said Black Twitter. We were trending, okay? All because we was making jokes. People was making jokes or whatever about the, lighting up the situation about the war and what's going on and all this stuff, and, people going to overseas and everything or whatever, being drafted and all that shit. Here's the thing. It is a fucked up situation. It's very serious. And people, just because we make jokes about it or whatever, it's our way to fucking cope. Sometimes you gotta make light of a serious situation. Yes, it's serious as shit. Yes, our soldiers and our military, we gotta go over there and sacrifice or whatever. But sometimes we need to break up that seriousness and just have a little chuckle here and there. I'm pretty sure some of the people that had to go over there probably was laughing at the shit too. Okay? You that does not mean that we don't take it serious, okay? Just because we laugh. Bitch, I laughed at half the shit that I seen on my timeline. I was up for over 30 minutes more than I should have been. I supposed to have been in bed asleep because I had to go to work early in the morning, and I'm up on Twitter busting up laughing because the shit was funny. You can't tell nobody how they supposed to cope and deal with shit, okay? Like, what are we supposed to do? We supposed to be so depressed? We supposed to be so downtrodden? We don't know what to do, and laughter be the first thing that comes to mind. So there you go. Your president is just fucked up. But anyway, moving on from that, Nick Gordon, the ex-fiance or whoever of Bobby Christina, Whitney Houston's daughter, Bobby Brown's ex-wife. You see how I did all that degrees of separation and stuff like that? I connected the lineage. You know what I'm saying? He passed away. Was it New Year or New Year's Eve? Either way, he was at a party. He, I guess he was partying that night and he was taking drugs. They said it was a drug overdose. He had a few heart attacks or whatever. They said black stuff was coming out of his mouth when the paramedics came and got him. He wasn't breathing, and it's just a sad thing. And they said the guy that found Bobby Christina in the tub, he passed away from a drug overdose too. So it's just like, it's just a lot, okay? Put the drugs down. It's just too much. And to be quite honest, it's unfortunate in his case because, he probably had a lot of guilt on his conscience still, and he needed help and therapy, and he wasn't going to get that shit. Sometimes the truth and, stuff will set you free and, get that weight up off you, and sometimes people just can't let that go yet. And I feel like that's what happened to him. It was just weighed down, and he just couldn't deal with the fact of everything that happened, and, being responsible or found responsible for Bobby Christina's death, and Whitney being gone and him being close to her. It's just a lot. But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Speaking about black women, Ari Lennox was on her Instagram live. I didn't necessarily see all of the video, but I know the gist of it. She was just going off. And she was crying. Unfortunately, I'm mad that she was crying on there. Y'all made this girl cry because, yet again, and I think it was a black man, again, who said something about the fact that, Ari Lennox and Tiana Taylor look like Rottweilers or whatever in the face, and giving off all this sexuality but look like Rottweilers in the face and stuff like that. It was very unnecessary, and I'm surprised that it caught her attention, and I'm surprised it got as much play as it did. It was unfortunate that once again you have this black man or a black person in general just putting down other black people because of their looks or whatever. Like, nothing is actually wrong with them. Those are two beautiful girls, if you ask me, okay? Two different type of beauties, but they're beautiful no matter what. Nonetheless, I find them very pretty. I find them very, I'm sexually attracted to both of them, to be quite honest, okay? They're, like, Ari Lennox got this classic beauty about her, And yes, Tiana Taylor got some strong features a little bit, but it works for her. Like, she could switch that feminine on and that nigga on, and I like that shit. Like, that shit is appealing as fuck. But, she went off and basically was like, you need to, mothers need to tell their black children that they are beautiful and love them and hug them and all that stuff, parents in general, okay? And she did say, black people are, how do you feel about that statement? Black people are one of the noticeable group of people that will just go in on their own folks, And to be quite honest, we do. Okay, when I get on here, I ain't gonna disclude myself from this, because when I get on here and anybody else get on here, I'm not necessarily going in or dogging people looks or whatever. But when we report on what it is, or the news that's going on, what we mainly report about our own people. You know what I'm saying? Our own skin tone and stuff like that. But never do I see people that I follow get up here and just degrade black folks and talk about, and women, and talk about their looks and talk about their skin tone and all that stuff. See, that's that colorism coming in. That's that self-hate coming in and all that stuff. For what? For what? Like, bitch, what did your mama do to you? Did your mama not give you enough love or whatever? Because that sounds like you hate women, okay? And black women for sure. You know, they say black women are the most hated in this world. Okay, who said that quote? Who said that quote? Bitch, was it Malcolm X? Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot, and it was very much unfortunate. Girl had the girl on her goddamn live crying. And let me tell you something. Have you ever seen an Ari Lennox live? That bitch is hilarious as fuck. I shouldn't call her bitch. That woman is hilarious as shit. You know what I'm saying? But to see that, it was just a lot. You know, we gotta love ourselves and we gotta do better. Moving on from that, Mariah Carey's Twitter got hacked in the new year. Was it New Year's Eve or New Year? Bitch, somebody hacked her shit, put up racial slurs, and then talking about Eminem and his penis being small and all that stuff. I said, what the fuck? Like, if y'all gonna do that, why is it that every time a person's Twitter get hacked, somebody want to talk about dicks and vaginas and stuff, just put up stupid shit, and it always go to the racism and doing racial slurs and stuff like that, especially when we know that this person don't say shit like that, but then again, you never know what's in a person's past, but still, we know that that's out of character for them, especially in this day and time. Why would you do that? That's so stupid. We know that ain't how the girl talk, okay? Like, you make it so obvious that you've been hacked, that you hacked the person. I guess that was the goal. But anyway, they got that situated. They just hating on her. Like, it don't matter. It don't make no sense, okay? Trey Songz, he started the new year off with a lawsuit. $10 million, girl. $10 million for alleged sexual battery. So this girl, they haven't identified the woman yet. They didn't put her identity out there. But she said, they went to this nightclub in Miami. It was like January 1st, 2018. He invited her to this nightclub. And then all of a sudden, he started, proceeding, trying to kiss all up on her, or, touch all up on her in an aggressive manner, trying to force his hand between her legs, trying to, finger her and all that stuff. And she was like, it was without consent. I said, oh, Trey, now this is not the first time I heard something concerning Trey Songz like this, or his peoples. Remember that shit with Keke Palmer when she said she was up in the closet or some shit like that? Girl, yes. I don't know, girl. Trey, you gotta get that shit together, tighten up your circles, and tighten yourself up too, bitch. You a father now. You can't be doing this shit. You can't be having this shit on your head, okay? And if the bitch is lying, she needs something to be done to her ass too, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about that. Moving on from that, civil rights icon, Representative John Lewis. Everybody know Mr. Lewis, okay? He has come out and said he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer. What is going on? Alex Trebek had pancreatic cancer. She's still dealing with that. He was talking about how he been going through depressions or whatever when he found out again that he had it. Isn't that what took Aretha Franklin out? Like, oh my God, it's just, and then most time when it's so hard to detect it, that every time, most of the cases when you find out that you have pancreatic cancer, it's always at stage 4, where there is practically no cure or not that much can be done. Like, it's just, I pray for him because he's done a lot. He's done a lot for our history. And if you don't know who John Lewis is, you really need to Google him and you need to get some books and some information on him, because that man is, when I say civil rights leader, icon, yes, he really is a figure, But moving on from that, I hope everything works out well for him and he gets better somehow, some way. Ray J and Princess, they welcome their little boy. Baby, these celebrities gotta stop. Y'all want to be unique so bad. Remember back in the day when parents, especially black parents, let's be honest, y'all wanted to be so unique back in the day. We gonna name our child these fake African names or whatever, and it just be like, girl, what are you doing? You doing a lot. You doing a lot. Okay, we can't get nothing simple. Nowadays, the trend is for these celebrities to name their kids crazy names. Okay, and Ray J on that shit too. I mean, this is kind of like, first you got Chris Brown naming his son Echo, and the way he spelled it is different. I was just like, girl, I wouldn't even known that was supposed to be pronounced Echo. Okay, now you got Ray J up here naming his child. They done named the baby Epic, Epik, Ray Norwood. Listen, why you just couldn't name him Ray J Jr., okay? Like Ray Jr., yeah, or Ray J the third, because I think he named after his dad. So why you, girl, if that's the case, Epic, but that's on task. That's on task with Ray J. Ray J thinks high of himself, so of course he gonna think high of his baby, and that's his baby boy. Yeah, but anyway, congratulations to them. I'm pretty sure all of this is gonna be on the new season of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood when it comes back on. Don't forget, Love and Hip Hop New York comes on this Monday, as well as the premiere of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Jocelyn better be in the first episode. Okay, if I gotta do this shit back to back on Monday nights like this, Jocelyn better be up in the first fucking episode. And let me tell you something. Let me ask this fucking question. How many goddamn episodes is it gonna be? Because, bitch, let me tell you something, Mona. I don't know what's going on, but y'all need to put one of these on different dates, okay? Because listen, when Love and Hip Hop Miami came on, I know y'all probably trying to get views for Love and Hip Hop Miami, but you gonna get views regardless of what day it comes on, because Jocelyn gonna be on there. They already hyped about that. But didn't last season when it came on, the regular Love and Hip Hop came on Monday, and Love and Hip Hop Miami came on Tuesday or Wednesday? Put that shit back on there, because bitch, we ain't got time doing this back to back. You overwhelming us, okay? Some people gonna probably just turn off. I don't want y'all to do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Jesus Christ. Be considerate of us that has to review this shit. Listen to me. Be considerate for us, okay? But anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of shit that was on, do I got anything else? The last two things. Oh yeah, before I get into the Surviving R. Kelly thing, which is, well, we can just go there since I brought it up. Surviving R. Kelly, part 2, the reckoning and all that stuff or whatever. The final part comes on tonight. Tonight is Saturday. 2 parts came on Friday. 2 parts came on Oh, wait a minute. 2 parts came on Thursday. 2 parts came on Friday. 1 part's coming on tonight. And basically, it was a reiteration of, like a summary of what happened in the first part that came on last year. And then, like, the first part of this second part was talking about how many of the women who came out and said stuff in that first part that we saw, how they were being, death threats and people reacting to them and all the stuff that we knew and we saw happen, the Surviving R. Kelly, Surviving Lives or whatever Facebook group. I seen that shit. There was a lot of ignorant shit that was going on in that. Oh, excuse me. And the girl Faith, she, more power to her, because she didn't give a fuck. She said what she had to say, and she said, bitch, you ain't gonna run me off, okay? You can do whatever it is that you want to do. You can run me off or whatever, but you're not gonna, you can try to, but you're not going to. And, I did like the fact that they touched on the fact that, people kept on saying, what about the parents? What about the parents? Just because some of these parents probably did push their kids to, try to get to stardom or be in this man's camp or whatever, that does not give them, take away from the fact that R. Kelly is a predator, okay? And that's what it is. What really pissed me off, okay, I learned about something new. Never knew about this Tiffany Hawkins girl. But baby, her story seems so real, okay? Especially, you want to know what did it for me? When she was talking about how she needed to sing and she wanted to sing, and it's the same story. She wanted to be a singer and all this stuff, woo, woo, woo. She was young, 14, 15 years old when she first met him. And then he having sex with her friends or whatever right in front of him. Then it got to the point where he started having sex with her. She really didn't want to. You want to know who made a good point? Baby, when Dominique's mama popped up, the girl from the first part, that we saw that he had dressed in like a little stud. Yeah, the little boy, like a little boy stud. Um, and stud is a masculine lesbian for y'all that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Dressing like that, and they finally got her on the first season, and then they came back and she told her little story or whatever. And Mama asked the question, I just wanted to know, why did you stay as long as you stayed? And she was like, because the answer is because they was in love. That's you go. They was groomed, they got them young, and they was in love, and that's what it was. I said, you know what? Mama asked the right question that we all been asking at this point. Why did you stay? If you can just, oh, it was just a lot. It was just a lot. Okay, I wasn't even gonna watch it. I wasn't even gonna mention it. But you know, I wasn't gonna do a whole review on it. I was just gonna mention it on here. But back to the Tiffany Hawkins girl, Miss Tia, girl. When she started going over her story, she seemed so fucking believable, bitch. I believe her. Okay, and then what really took it over the top was when she said, when she found out about him and Aaliyah, him doing Aaliyah or him marrying Aaliyah, she didn't feel no way about it because at her mind, at least he wasn't doing it to me no more. I said, ain't that about a bitch? But girl, I understand, but ain't that about a bitch? But what really took me was when she was willing to testify, was trying to bring him up on stuff and take him to court or whatever. And she had people that was willing to testify, and Aaliyah was on one of those papers to be a witness to testify. I said, bitch, now if y'all think she lying now, I don't know what's up, because we already know the history and the story about Aaliyah and him. Okay, I just wish she was around. And Damon Dash was on there talking about how Aaliyah said he was a bad man, and how trying to make it seem like she was a sacrificial lamb and all that stuff, even though it was girls that had interactions with him before her. But I get what he's trying to say. The Azriel and Jocelyn situation, when they was on that, I didn't even watch that interview because I refused. Okay, I did not care to hear what they had to say because I knew it was going to be all lies. And when they played the clip back of the Gayle King interview, when they said that they did not want to be singers and shit like that, Jocelyn, bitch, you was in the fucking studio, bitch. That was your whole reason of meeting him. Like, oh my god, it was just really, really. It was some of the stuff that we already knew, with a touch of other stuff. Like, I never knew about the hair braider situation. That was tragic. I said, damaging. Okay, just fucking people's lives up. The one thing that really stood out and pissed me off about this whole thing, R. Kelly really had at least 2 white women on this show caping for his ass. And what really pissed me off was and they were sisters, okay? And I'm like, first of all, when we first seen an old picture of them, one of them had cornrows in their heads. And I said, bitch, you not to be trusted. I already knew right then and there that you was going to be on some fuck shit with that shit up in your head. Look at you, okay? Sitting there being dumb as shit. And I hope they don't have daughters. I really do hope they don't have kids at all that can be put up in that situation. And the way that they responded to this whole thing, I want to know what happened in their background for them to just be cool with that. Because you can't tell me ain't nothing happened in their background, bitch. Because ain't no way in hell you are a woman and you gonna sit here and say with that 14-year-old girl on that goddamn sex tape that you did not see rape happening. You saw consensual sex between 2 people. Not 2 adults, but 2 people. A child cannot give technically and legally consent to have sex, okay? That is statutory rape, all right? All right. I said, I know she did not get on this camera and let that dumb shit come up out her mouth. 2 white bitches caping for this man. What the fuck is going on? He ain't got no money. So, bitch, what's happening that you still up here doing it so hard for? I don't get it. I don't get it. That shit really pissed me off. We'll see what part 2 get. The last part is given. I'm glad Dominique got up there to tell her story. And if you don't believe anything else, we should believe. I feel like people will believe Dominique since we saw her on the first part, and when that whole thing played out, and we seen the aftermath of her actually getting out. I don't feel like she would have a reason to lie. Like, no. But yeah, that was what was going on with the surviving R. Kelly. Speaking of survival, and I don't mean to be funny or whatever, but free my nigga DaBaby, okay? Free whatever he did. He did it for a reason, okay? He did it for a goddamn reason, all right? That promoter was fucking with him. He should have gave him the money that he supposed to have, told him that he was gonna give. Don't tell me you gonna give me $30,000, $60,000 and only give me fucking 20, bitch. You gonna get your ass whipped, okay? You can't be out here fucking around playing with people like that and their money and thinking that you gonna get away with it all the time. No, you gonna meet that right one that's gonna fuck your ass up. And that's what happened to the promoter. I feel like he did that shit before, okay? On the real tip, DaBaby, you need to learn to keep your hands to your goddamn self. You can't just go around just beating people up and taking matters in your own hand, even though I feel as though it was justified. Bitch, you got to keep your hands to yourself. DaBaby is Remy Ma male form, okay? Keep your hands in yourself, all right? I'm so glad you ain't have a gun on you, but then again, you probably did. At least you knew not to shoot, all right? And then, baby, let me ask you this question. What did the apple juice do to you? Why did you have to waste the apple juice and disrespect it like that by pouring it on a man? Okay, you done whooped his ass, allegedly. They got the shit on tape, allegedly. You done whooped his ass, took his money that was in his pocket and his other shit, and then you pour apple juice on him? Now he finna sue your ass because he has severe injuries. Severe injuries, okay? Listen, then you get your ass in court, okay? And then you get bail for that, but then come to find out you got a warrant up in Texas for whooping somebody's ass. Listen, baby daddy, listen. Little man with the big thing. Listen, we can't be doing this. We gotta keep our hands to ourselves, okay? That's what you got security for, okay? You can have your security jump their asses or whatever, and all you can do is, hey, I didn't touch. Okay, yeah, they're my peoples or whatever. They probably did it because I told them to, but bitch, you ain't finna put me in jail. You can probably sue me, but bitch, you ain't finna put me in jail, okay? I can still get out here and make my money. Now you fucking up your papers by putting your hands on people like that. Come on now, free my nigga, okay? But anyway, before I get off of here, last thing that I want to talk about, I don't know if I discussed this already. So listen, the big craze that's been going on with the Netflix shows is the show called You. Now I've been saying, y'all give me some suggestions, okay? Give me some suggestions of what to watch. Everybody kept on saying, when I first said this, everybody kept on saying, watch You, watch You, watch You. And this was when it was only season 1, okay? Listen. So at this point, I'm about to stop listening to y'all, okay? People's like, oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. I'm in the minority who felt like that shit was boring as shit and it was trash, okay? And I'm going to tell you why. It drug out. It drug out longer and further than it needed to be. And the characters are so unlikable. And for everybody up here talking about, oh my God, the dude that plays Joe, he is so fine. He's so fine. Fine well. He looks sickly. Okay? He look creepy. He looks like he can probably stand to eat a couple of burgers, That's not healthy, but at least it'll put a little weight on him. You know what I'm saying? He just looks sickly. Okay? He looked the same way in Gossip Girl. I ain't see it then, and I damn sure didn't see it when he was on John Tucker Must Die. He was the other Tucker. Okay? Yeah. With the long hair. I was like, that show is him. He looked better on John Tucker. I will say that. But this shit, Now see, the first season, it had me like, girl, Beck was annoying as shit. And you want to know what? I didn't think anybody could get more annoying on the first season. I'm not going to spoil the shit, okay? I didn't think anybody was going to get any more annoying than Beck, okay, bitch? But when the second season came back, I went on ahead and watched the shit because people was like, no, Ashley, you got to go ahead and watch season 2 because it's so much better. It may drag a little bit, but you got to hang in there. It's going to be so much better. I said, you know what? I said I wasn't going to listen to y'all, but then again, I listened to y'all. And I watched that shit. It took me a few days to watch it. Okay. I didn't think anybody was gonna be could get any more annoying than Beck. And then here comes Love. I said, bitch, didn't she die in House of Honey Hill? Girl, I'd probably just spoil some shit if you didn't see that. She on another show, House of Honey Hill. I said, bitch, that's where you from. And you ain't really had that much to say on Vanessa. I didn't realize that you was this goddamn annoying. Girl, she annoyed the fuck out of me. I said, bitch, you crazy too? You's a crazy bitch. I will say, I ain't see that end coming. I ain't see that end coming in episode 9 and 10. Bitch, I didn't see that shit coming. Truth be told, he should have took her ass out too. Somebody should have did. My nigga 40, he was the only one that I actually really liked in the whole season. Okay, that was it. That was it. Y'all tell me how y'all felt about it. Don't put no spoilers because everybody ain't watched it. I'm pretty sure y'all finna go say, just because I said the shit is trash, y'all finna go look at the shit. Bitch, I know how that shit go. But anyway, and when season 3 come out, I'm gonna fuck around and watch that shit too, just so I'ma hate watch that shit. That's what it is, okay? Cause now you got me invested. You got me invested. I don't like starting shit without finishing it. Even when I stop reviewing stuff, that don't mean that I stop watching it, okay? Girl, it gotta get better. That's why I'm gonna watch season 3 to see if it gets better. Cause now I want to see how this plot twist going. You with old girl, and now you see another bitch that you want to start stalking. How you gonna play this out? Yeah, you got something up, girl. Anyway, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Be blessed, okay, and pray for the U.S. of A. All right, and pray for our troops. Okay, they're about to go over there because and do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Let's be strong. Okay, y'all be safe, and I will see y'all later. Peace.